Have you ever felt this? You decide you're going to make a real change in your life. You're going to attract that new career, that incredible relationship, that state of abundance. You get clear on your intention. You start doing the work. And then this strange thing happens. It doesn't feel good. In fact, it feels wrong. A kind of static fills the air. There's this deep, unsettling discomfort, a heaviness in your body that seems to push back against you with equal force for every step you take forward. It feels like the universe itself is telling you, no, go back, stay where you are. Most of us interpret that feeling as a sign of failure. We think, see, it's not working, I'm doing it wrong, maybe I don't deserve this. But what if I told you that feeling of discomfort, that static, that resistance, is not the signal that you're failing? What if it's the unmistakable evidence that you are succeeding? That feeling is the sound of you breaking free from the gravitational pull of your past. It's the friction of your old self dissolving to make way for the new. The great neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza has shown us through his work that our bodies can become literally addicted to the familiar emotions of our past: stress, anxiety, lack. So when you decide to feel abundant before the wealth arrives, or feel worthy before the love shows up, your body, in a state of chemical withdrawal, begins to scream for its familiar fix. It sends signals to your brain saying, danger, we're in unknown territory, let's go back to the predictable misery we know. This isn't just neuroscience, it's the very heart of quantum physics. When the physicist Niels Bohr introduced the idea of a quantum leap, he described an electron moving from one energy level to another. It doesn't slowly slide over. It disappears from one place and reappears in another instantly. In between those two states, it exists in a space of pure potential, a place of uncertainty. That's you. That uncomfortable feeling is you in the gap. You've left the old shore, but you can't see the new one yet. You are in the quantum void. And this is a truth the great spiritual mystics have known for centuries. Neville Goddard taught that to create a new reality, you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. He urged his students to persist in that new feeling, that new state of being, even when all their senses, all their outer reality, screamed the opposite. He knew that this internal persistence, despite the external chaos, was the key to crossing the threshold. So that feeling of unease is not your enemy. It is your confirmation. It's proof that you are genuinely dislodging yourself from a predictable past and stepping into the fertile chaos of creation. The question isn't how to avoid this feeling, but how to navigate it. And over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to hold your ground in the chaos, anchor in your new energy, and complete your quantum leap. For decades, we've been told that manifestation is all about your thoughts. Think positive, they said. Control your mind. But this is like trying to change the reflection in a mirror without changing your own face. It's exhausting and it rarely works. Why? Because you can't manifest from your mind. Your mind is for thinking, for analyzing, for deciding. The real broadcast, the signal that creates your reality, doesn't come from your brain. It comes from your body. Your nervous system, your entire energy field, is the true antenna broadcasting a signal into the quantum field 24 hours a day, 7 days, a week. Think of it like this. Your thoughts are the email you write, but your body's energy, your feeling, your vibration, is the Wi-Fi signal that sends it. You can have the most perfectly written email in the world, but if you have no signal, it's not going anywhere. Your energy is the carrier wave for your intention. This isn't a New Age concept. This is a rediscovered truth. Researchers like Dr. Joe Dispenza have measured the powerful electromagnetic field produced by the heart, showing it's thousands of times stronger than the brain's. When your heart and brain are in sync, a state we call coherence, you are broadcasting your most powerful, clear and penetrating signal. And this truth has been embedded in ancient wisdom for millennia. The yogis who practiced pranayama weren't just doing breathing exercises, they were regulating their nervous systems to change their energy. Christian mystics who practiced contemplative prayer weren't just thinking about God, they were entering a state of elevated emotion, a state of coherence with the divine. The Taoists speak of wei wu wei, effortless action, which is the natural outcome of living from a state of internal harmony, not from a state of mental force. They all understood that the body is the unconscious mind. It's the vessel that holds the record of your past. And here lies the great paradox that leads us to the heart of this work. Your new reality, by definition, exists in the unknown. But your body has been programmed by evolution to fear the unknown and seek safety only in the familiar, which is your past. So your mind wants the future, but your body is constantly broadcasting the signal of the past. That internal conflict is the resistance you feel. So how do you get your body on board? How do you teach your body to feel safe? In a future it has never experienced, the true enemy of creation isn't your negative thoughts, it's your body's addiction to familiar emotions. Let's be very clear about this. If you've spent 30 years feeling anxious, your cells are literally bathed in the chemistry of anxiety day after day. Your body doesn't know it's bad, it just knows it's normal. It's home. So when you sit down to meditate and try to feel peaceful and abundant, you are effectively asking a drug addict to go cold turkey. The body rebels. It sends urgent signals that something is terribly wrong, manufacturing thoughts of worry and doubt to generate the familiar chemical rush it craves. It's a brilliant but insidious survival loop. You cannot win this battle with your mind alone. You cannot outthink an emotional addiction. You have to go deeper. You must rewire your nervous system. This isn't about fighting your body. It's about re-educating it, lovingly and consistently, until the feeling of your future becomes more familiar than the feeling of your past. And the most direct and powerful way to do this is through the practice of coherence. It's a simple, 3-step process you can do anywhere, anytime. First comma is the breath. This is your direct access key to your autonomic nervous system. When you're in survival mode, your breathing is short and shallow. We're going to consciously change that. Right now, I want you to place your hand over your heart and just begin to breathe in for a count of 5 and out for a count of 5. In for 5, out for 5. Deeper, slower than you normally would. As you do this, you are activating your vagus nerve, which is the body's master calm-down signal. You are telling your body, with its own language, you are safe. We are not running from a tiger. You can exit survival mode. Second, once you've regulated your breath, it's time to bring in an elevated emotion. This is the carrier wave. Thoughts are the electric charge, but emotions are the magnetic charge. Together, they create the electromagnetic signal that broadcasts your reality. Don't just think about gratitude, actively feel it. Bring to mind something you genuinely appreciate. The warmth of the sun, the face of a loved one, a moment of simple joy. Let that feeling of gratitude or love or appreciation swell in your chest, flooding your body. These emotions aren't just nice feelings. They are a measurable, coherent frequency. They are the signature of your future and third embodiment. With your breath slow and your heart full, now you ask yourself, how would the version of me who already has everything I desire feel right now? Not think, but feel. Would they feel free, empowered, worthy, loved? Don't pretend. Genuinely teach your body what that feeling is like. Let that new emotional state become a full-body experience. This is not faking it until you make it. This is conditioning your nervous system for a new reality, rehearsing the feeling until it becomes your familiar state of being. Doing this for 5 minutes every day is infinitely more powerful than a 3-hour session once a month. These small, regular micro-practices are how you rewire a lifetime of programming. You are gently, consistently showing your body a new home dot. And to anchor this lesson right now, I want you to make a commitment. Go to the comments section and write this declaration. I am broadcasting from my future. This isn't just typing words. It's an act of commitment on every level. Your mind decides, your body performs the action, and your energy aligns with the intention. Do it now. I'm broadcasting from my future. Now let's talk about the hardest part. The moment that shatters so many journeys. You've done the practice. You're breathing, you're feeling elevated emotions. You're teaching your body what your future feels like. And then you open your eyes and you look at your external world, and it seems like absolutely nothing has changed. The bank account still has the same number. The same challenges are at your door. The silence from the universe can be deafening. This is the moment where the mind screams, "See, it was all a fantasy. Let's get back to reality." This is where most people give up. But this is where you must understand a critical truth. The 3D world is the last place to look for evidence of your change. It is an echo, a shadow cast by a past energy. To look for immediate external change is like shouting at a mountain and expecting the echo to come back before you've even finished your sentence. There is a delay, a divine, necessary delay. Let me give you a sharp example. A farmer planting a bamboo seed. He waters it, tends to the soil, protects it, and for the first year, nothing. The second year, nothing. Third year, fourth year, still nothing. A foolish farmer would have given up, convinced the seed was dead. But the wise farmer knows that beneath the surface, an incredibly complex and powerful root system is being built. And then, in the fifth year, the bamboo shoot breaks the ground and grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. Was it a sudden miracle? No, it was the result of years of unseen underground growth. Your inner work is building that root system. This isn't just a nice metaphor, it's grounded in science. In neuroscience, there's a concept called neuroplastic lag. It takes time for your brain to physically build, myelinate, and strengthen the new neural pathways that correspond to your new state of being. You are literally building new hardware, and that doesn't happen overnight. In quantum physics, we can understand this through the superposition state. Before it manifests, your new reality exists as a wave of potential in the quantum field. It's one of infinite possibilities. Your job, by holding a coherent heart and mind, is to be the tuning fork that continuously vibrates at the frequency of the reality you want. Your persistent, coherent signal is what stabilizes that wave, collapsing it from a possibility into a physical experience. The great philosopher Alan Watts often spoke of trust, not as a belief in a particular outcome, but as a complete letting go into the flow of the universe. This is what that trust looks like in practice. This is how we must redefine patience. Patience is not passive waiting. It is not sitting on your hands hoping something happens. True patience is active coherence. It is the unwavering discipline to maintain the feeling of your new reality before you have any sensory evidence of it. Trust isn't just an emotion. It is a powerful, stable vibration that communicates to the quantum field that you are no longer looking for your reality. You are your reality, and you are simply waiting for the physical world to catch up. So when your mind starts to doubt, I want you to say this to yourself: the evidence I seek is not outside of me. The evidence is the change I feel inside of me. When you have the knowing in your body, the need to see it with your eyes becomes secondary. You are the creator, not the spectator. So let's bring this all together. Your body is your unconscious mind, the broadcast tower sending a signal out into the universe. For most of your life, it's been stuck in a survival loop, replaying the emotions of the past and therefore recreating the past. The key to breaking free isn't to think harder, but to feel deeper. By practicing coherence, regulating your breath and elevating your emotion, you are consciously taking your body out of the past and conditioning it into the emotional signature of your future. The core mantra of this entire journey is this: the feeling is the signal. The body is the broadcast. When you truly begin to live from this state of coherence, something magical happens in your life. The frantic energy of chasing, forcing, and struggling dissolves. Instead of trying to make things happen, you start to notice things happening for you. Synchronicities appear. The right person calls, the perfect opportunity lands in your lap, the answer you were looking for appears in a book you randomly open. This isn't luck, this is physics. You have changed your electromagnetic signature, and you are now a magnetic match for people, opportunities, and events that resonate with your new frequency. You are no longer chasing the reflection. You are embodying the source, and the world must rearrange itself around you. This is what Dr. Joe Dispenza means when he says you are becoming a vibrational match to your destiny. It's what Neville Goddard called living in the end. It is the highest form of creation. And here is one of the most liberating messages I can possibly share with you. You don't have to do more. You don't have to force anything. Once you have done the inner work to tune your instrument, your primary role is simply to maintain that state of harmony. To notice when you get knocked out of coherence by traffic, a difficult email, or a memory of the past, and to gently, without judgment, bring yourself back to your center using your breath and your elevated emotion. Your only job is to manage your energy. If this message resonates with you, if you feel a stirring inside, a click of recognition, that feeling is coherence. It's your higher self recognizing a fundamental truth. And this brings us to the final, most powerful idea of all. You have been taught to see your body and your nervous system as a limitation, a biological machine that traps you in the past. But that is a profound misunderstanding. You are not a victim of your past who needs to be fixed. You are the broadcaster of your future who simply needs to be remembered. Your nervous system is not a limitation. It is a gateway. And now you know how to open it. If this journey resonates with you and you're ready to stop just thinking about your new life and start broadcasting it, make sure you subscribe to our channel, Quantum Energy Shift, to continue this journey with us. We're just getting started. Until next time, broadcast wisely.